Hey, Bran here. Today we're doing another one of those commentary videos that we used to do a while ago, because I've come to realize some things that I want to share with you, or if not just to get it off my chest, because I am not the Haps. I am very Madge. So let's get into it. So essentially, I want to talk about how Red Ranks is really insufferable for people who haven't been playing since 2016, and there's a lot of reasons for that. But the main reason is that the red rank 1, just rank 1, is just like the most oversaturated rank I've ever played in a video game. It is just, there is so much variety in the what a rank 1 means that it's basically pointless. I hit rank 1. The Brandster. I hit rank 1 at like 400, 500 hours into the game. And most people that I see like entering rank 1 are around 600 hours. The reason this is like come like glaringly into my face is because we had a stream yesterday, which was where I got like some of the biggest variation in hours in the game that I have had, like period. So yesterday, and it's probably going to play right here, over here in the over here zone. Yesterday I was trying to play Plague for a friend on stream because they love Plague to death. And, like, I got completely washed. Like, I got, like, maybe one hook the entire match. And that's not very typical for me. Like, I usually do fairly well. I have good fundamentals. And I got blasted out of the water. Like, it wasn't even a contest. Like, it wasn't even remotely close. Like, I got absolutely slaughtered. And I looked at the hours, and the highest person in the match had, like, almost 8,000 hours. They had, like, 7,600 something like that. They had an absurd amount of hours. So that alone is 7 times the amount of hours I have. I have 1,086 or something like that. That one person alone had 7 times the hours that I had. 7! They had played the games 7 times as long as I have. And I'm not a spring chicken in this game. I've been playing for like almost a whole year at this point. And I have 1,000 hours. I got matched up. The game said this person is of equal strength who has 7 times the experience that I have. 7 times the experience I have. They had 230 hours on record this week, according to Steam. This happened on Monday. Hello, how's that even possible? I know that's more of a joke, but like, you know, the point being, like, oh my god, like, how are we remotely powerful? How are we remotely the same power? And it gets worse. It gets worse because they were a stacked group. So they all had hours like this. Their friend had 7,000 something hours, but it was like on the lower end. It wasn't over 7,500. The lowest person on the team, I was like thankful to find, had 986 hours. And I was like, okay, that's pretty close to my hours. That makes sense. Dude comes in my chat and says, oh yeah, that's just on PC. Actually, I have 3,500 hours on Xbox. So this person actually had 4,500 hours, which is still over 4 times my strength. The weakest link on the team had 4 times, more than 4 times my experience in the game. Hello? How is that a thing? So, now, I'm not asking you to go deep into math. Trust me, math is my least favorite subject. But let's just take a look at the math here. So if we take the average of everybody who is on the team, so 2 7,000 hours people and 2 4,000 hour people, one's 4,500, and you divide that by 4, the average number is still 5,600. 5,600, which is still over 5 times my level. That's still over 5 times my current experience in the game. That team collectively had 5 times, on average, the 5 times the experience that I did. But that's all rank 1. We're just the same, right? Clearly, I'm just as good as Otts or Scott or anybody else, right? I hit rank 1. It's the highest rank in the game. Therefore, I should have the same amount of hours as these guys, right? That would make sense, wouldn't it? No. And even on the flip side, not even just saying this because this is something that happened negatively against me, I also had another match. A whole different match where their average hours were like 600 to 800, and I added the 4 of those up and divided them by 4, and their average hours were 800. 800. So that's not nearly as bad, but I was still like significantly stronger than them with like 1,086 hours, right? I was still significantly stronger with them. Well, that's like closer. That's still like a significant, more. That's still significantly more hours than them, right? I'm coming close to 300-ish hours more than they do. Now remember, it only took me like 400 hours to reach rank 1. It only took me 400 hours to go from 20 to 1. So like 300 to 400 hours is actually a big deal. That's a huge growth. That's a huge growth. So even something as small as that, that's why like these guys were running around. No offense to these guys, they were kind of running around like potatoes, because like I don't know how they were in red ranks, but I know how, because it's just super easy to get into red ranks. But even in just like that small microcosmic example, like even though we didn't have that much distance between ourselves in terms of hours, like still 300 to 400 hours is a huge deal. That is like a lot. That is a lot. And that's why I was kind of like rolling those guys. And that's not like, that can be not fun either, because like I don't want to just roll everybody over the entire time, right? And so I was just getting matches like this all day where it was either like that, where I was just rolling people over, or it was like people that were like 5 times my experience. And rank 1 is just broken and it needs to be fixed. like they're trying to implement this whole skill-based matchmaking system off of certain killers that you play. I don't care about that, to be honest. What I really want is rank 1 to mean something, because rank 1 doesn't mean anything right now, because you can just grind it out in 400 hours and then end up fighting somebody with 7,000 and it just doesn't mean a darn thing at all. But I'm not somebody who's just going to sit here and just complain about it and not give you like an alternative. So I actually have an alternative, because I'm going to give you an alternative, because Dead by Daylight is not actually my first competitive love. If you've been around the channel for a while, you know me personally. Street Fighter was my big competitive love before this. That was like my big thing, was Street Fighter 5. And Street Fighter 5, upon release, had something similar to Dead by Daylight, where it only had a certain number of rankings, of online rankings in terms of rank mode. So originally they only had rookie to platinum, and in between there is bronze, silver, and gold. So 1, 2, 3, 4, basically 4 ranks, 4 big ranks, and there's micro ranks between these, like super bronze, ultra bronze, silver, super silver, etc. Right? So platinum used to be the highest you could get in the game. So this is where like the world pros would be. This would be like that where like 7,000 hour Andes would be, in terms of Dead by Daylight. They would be platinum if they were in Street Fighter. Like they would be the highest, right? But the problem started happening, that so many people were getting into platinum that like matches were all over the place, because platinum could mean that, hey, you're somebody who could literally play at the world's championship tournament, right? Or it could mean you were just somebody who grinded out online and that was it. So what Street Fighter did is, as the game's lifespan went on, they added more ranks. They added Diamond, Master, Grandmaster, Ultimate Grandmaster, and Warlord, in addition to the ranks they already have. So in 2021, now the highest rank you can have is Warlord, which is incredibly difficult to get and is really only reserved for people who like have really truly mastered the game and are literally some of the best players in the entire world. But like the whole point I'm trying to get at is they didn't just look at their competitive system and just kind of leave it there and never touch it for the rest of time, as Dead by Daylight seems to have done. They added more ranks as the game went on, because they realized that their platinum rank, which was their highest rank, was starting to get oversaturated. So they added more ranks for people to rise in, that more reflects their skill. If you're still platinum, which was the highest I ever got, like platinum still meant you were really, really good, right? Platinum still means you were better. I think the stat was you're better than like 60% of the player base. Like the top 40% is platinum and up. So you're still better than like 60% of people in the game. So it still means something. But like if you want to be like known as like quote unquote a great player or like a world renowned player, you want to get diamond and up. Like you want to get those extra ranks. And Dead by Daylight really doesn't have anything comparable to that. They kind of just said rank 1 is it. Rank 1 is there, and once you reach rank 1, you're just the best, buddy. Have fun. And that's just not true anymore, because like everybody can reach red rank. Everybody can reach rank 1. Everyone. Even if you like are not the most skilled at the game, all you have to do is grind it out, really. Like it's not that difficult. So I would suggest that Dead by Daylight behavior add more ranks. I don't know what that would look like in terms of just like an aesthetic deal. Would that be 0, -1, -2? I feel like that'd be really weird. But or just like start ranks at like 30. Start ranks at like 40 or something and go back the other way. And I honestly don't care. I'm probably like, if by my logic, by you know, proposed ranking system, I'm probably like a rank 8. Like, and that's okay. But that means I would be fighting other purple ranks and not 7,000 hour Andes. But it also doesn't mean I'm just stomping all over people who have 600 hours who just don't have the same experience that I do. And just like how the person with 7,000 hours probably didn't have a fun time stomping me, because I had no idea what was going on compared to their understanding of the game, you know? So my suggestion would just be to add more ranks. That way, like, the grind isn't as easy, it takes longer, and there's not such a saturation of people at rank 1 that just makes the game really inconsistent, because you're having to like swap between people who literally don't even know how to fast vault versus people who are like doing a bunch of crazy techs and like being super optimal, and you gotta switch like this, you gotta switch like this, and it just makes the experience super inconsistent, and as a result it makes it very unfun. So hopefully, you know, you liked my suggestion. Hopefully adding ranks would probably be a good solution to this. They probably won't ever do that. They're probably just gonna leave it how it is, but just food for thought as to like a good way to probably fix that problem. And if that problem's affected you, hopefully this resonated with you. And I hope you enjoy these commentary videos. I like kind of just like going off and not having to do something really like coordinated and well presented and all this stuff. This is just me kind of like talking from the chest. So if you like these, you know, let me know with the like and stuff. But if not, thank you for spending time with me today, and I'll see you when I see you, friend. Goodbye.